Let's go! It's your boy.
This movie was a journey for me. I don't know if you saw the first trailer for this movie, but it was metal as fuck. It had such a mysterious tone, gave away very little information about the movie while still giving excitement to the viewer. I was so excited for this movie. Now, I saw the first trailer in April, 7 months before the movie came out, so I was reasonably hyped for this to come out, but what happened when this movie came out? Well, I guess we'll have to take the good and bad stuff into account to find out. Oh me. Oh, that was a good one. The Accountant, starring Rob Schneider and Kevin James. Listen here, Billy and Billettes. A movie is kind of like a human's diet. You need a ton of different ingredients, and we all know a person can't eat the same thing over and over again with either that shit tasting horrible after a while or that person dying from lack of nutrition. Now, there are some ingredients that aren't edible, like the shell of an egg or a large hunk of reinforced steel. These are called flaws. They are the plot holes, the poor performances. You know, the movie part of the movie. What does this movie do right, and what does it do wrong? I'm gonna rate this movie depending on the delicious ingredients or the disgusting, inedible things. Okay, since I'm a positive fellow, let's start with what this movie did right. First of all, the first trailer. I mean, god damn, if you haven't seen the first trailer for this movie, watch it. It's so goddamn good. Makes me want to squidge. But that's more marketing. What about the core ingredients? Starting with the overall dialogue and writing, Jon Bernthal's character had easily the best, most memey dialogue. He played a sort of asshole character, which he does a lot. But in this movie, he plays a different kind of asshole, where he's doing whatever gives him money rather than an inherently terrible thing just for the fuck of it. His dialogue is the only real memorable dialogue in the whole movie, except for the banter between Ben Affleck and Anna Kendrick. They had some all-around funny moments. It was surprising because you wouldn't expect funny stuff in a movie about math. Moving on to direction. Now, the director of this movie is Gavin O'Connor, who is most notable for his work on Warrior, and if you haven't seen that, then you ain't lived. His direction in this movie is interesting. They got many consultants to make sure Ben Affleck got the autism part right. To my very limited knowledge of autism, I think they got it pretty good. I mean, there were no dumb moments where he suddenly was amazing with eye contact and picking up social cues. Throughout the movie, he was overall likable, and it was easy to empathize with the situation he was in, which made it so there was no disconnect from the viewer. Now, the acting. I mean, it's Ben Affleck, Anna Kendrick, and Jon Bernthal. What more do you fucking want from me? It was good. Ben Affleck was a spicy boy with his performance. He's a good actor. I mean, have you seen Daredevil? Anna Kendrick was pretty good. She played it dumb, but she was an accountant. Those things are not exactly intertwined. You know, it's an onomatopoeia. No. Wait, that's not it. A palindrome. Yeah, that sounds about right. But overall, she played it well, but it's kind of an odd character, and best of all, there's no singing. Boom! Roasted! Story time. Yeah, I was disappointed when I came into this movie. I expected math. I mean hardcore math, vanilla math, girl-on-girl math, big black math. I'm talking all the way from basic arithmetic, geometry, algebra, jalapeno, Chipotle, Burger King, but no. I got an action movie with math themes. But how did the movie part of the story work out? It had some cool things like Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal's character being opposites, basically the nega versions of each other, but they are deeper intertwined than what it seems. The scenes on the farm, though, are really good. It has great setup and delivery while being cool enough so that if you totally saw that coming, dude, then you can still enjoy it. As well as any scene with Jon Bernthal is good, just because the character is very entertaining. There's been some good chunky soup here. But now we go to the stuff that this movie has done badly. Oh shit, here comes some objective views mixed with some subjective ones. Okay, what about the shitty parts of the dialogue? There's this one fucking scene where Anna Kendrick is trying to fuck, and Ben ain't having that, but then he says,
I have difficulty socializing with other people even though I want to.
oh shit, did a pig just die? Because I smell some goddamn ham. Listen, my babies. After you suckle on my sweet teat of critique, you might see where I'm coming from. The next critique might make some of you angry if you liked it. You would probably call me some type of slur, but I think that this dialogue was a little too cliche. With only a few Jon Bernthal scenes and only the one scene where Ben Affleck and Anna Kendrick talk about math. So, what the fuck? Math isn't supposed to be fun. Unless you like it, I wasn't trying to invalidate your opinion, I'm sorry. Were there any missteps in the direction? Listen, we're going into sketchy territory, but I thought that the action scenes were very uninspired. Besides the scene on the farm, the overall action scenes were quite uninspired and had nothing incredible about them. Had gun shooting, fist fighting, but didn't have the choreography of something like Bet on It from High School Musical.
You can bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it.
Were there any bad performances? Well, this is in the air, but John Lithgow honestly didn't work for me as the villain. Basically, Third Rock from the Sun ruined it. I couldn't take his villainy that seriously because his face doesn't seem that great. Overall, his performance wasn't even that good because it didn't have the intimidation of a villain. Perhaps that contributed to the mystique of it all, but if it fucking did, then when he was trying to be intimidating, he should have been good. I mean, I guess you could say that the before evil scenes he was good, but I don't think that that was substantial enough to be included as a plus. You want to fucking fight about it? Because I know for a fact I'd rupture the muscles in your fingers.
Fun fact about human biology, your fingers contain bone and tendon, not muscle.
What about the bad parts of the story? What were they? Well, one was how this lady who solved the case took over as head of the organization. Like, she solved one case. She worked hard, but she wasn't even an agent before that. Other than that and the good stuff I mentioned before, the movie was pretty by the numbers and didn't bring much interesting to the table. It was a good bit of fun, but didn't have the punch of some other movies. If you enjoyed it despite that, or you thought it brought a ton new to the table, I'd love to hear your opinion.